Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do for the transits of what's coming up ahead this week. We also do a card reading and a channel for the week ahead as well. So this week we do have a full moon that is happening on the 6th of November, and it's in Taurus, and it will be at 12:19 a.m. so at midnight. It's my time in Sydney. If you're on the other side of the world, it will be a different time, probably going into the 7th of November. So being in Taurus, it is about your values. It's about having stability. It's about, I feel like it's about having nerves of steel, and I feel like it's going to be, I feel like things are a bit bumpy, a bit rockety. It could be a thing about money coming in with this full moon as well, because Taurus is, it does rule money and stability. So it could be financially, instability in finances could come in with this this full moon. It's all about being comfortable, and I feel like what we value in relationships. We do have a square at Venus squaring Jupiter and also squaring Pluto. So I do feel like this week is going to be some relationships on the rocks with that. So what we got with the other transits coming up, and then I'll talk more about the full moon. So we do have Mercury, which is going to be in sextile to Pluto. So that will be, and we're coming up to Mercury retrograde as well, which will be the week after. But Mercury square in sextile to Pluto, that can be a positive thing. That's going to feel like, I feel like it's going to give you that confidence to speak up about your rights, what you want, responsibilities. I do feel like it could be a sense of knowing to act down for people or cutting communication off, but then re-emerging, like there's some sort of, with Pluto, it's some kind of transformation happening around communication in the way that you think. Then we've got Venus, which is going to be opposing Chiron. It's on the 2nd of November. We'll be having a opposing Chiron here. So that can bring up issues with relationships, also financial issues too. A bit of pain for financial stuff. Look, I kind of feel like there could be something like a financial downfall this week could come up. Because we also got a square. Then we got on the 3rd, the Venus square Jupiter. So that's gonna, it's gonna be unlucky in terms of relationships and finances with that. But then we've got a try. So on the 4th, we do have a try with Mars to Neptune. I feel like that's going to help you to see through people's manipulations and people's lies, and it's giving you that strength. I feel like it's giving you as a strength here of you speaking up to people who have been trying to downplay things or trying to play certain games with you with that. On the 5th, we've got Mars. We're going to be opposing Uranus, so that is going to be unexpected strength or unexpected anger. I feel like there's going to be some surprises and some shocks around the world this week. I feel like this week it's going to be like a bit of a roller coaster ride and a lot of ups and downs coming up. And then we've also got on the 5th, Mars moves in from Scorpio into Sagittarius. So I do feel like Mars in Sagittarius is more of a fun. It's less intense. It is going to wanting to achieve and to go out and be social, lightheartedness as well. And we will have that Mercury and Mars conjunction, which I feel like will be in Sagittarius once the week after. When the Mercury does start to go retrograde, they will meet up again. So there'll be a 3rd time of Mercury and Mars meeting up. We've gone through it once. We'll go through it again soon. And then when Mercury goes retrograde, and then we're going to go with it a 3rd time once Mercury then goes direct. But it won't be in Sagittarius, it's not as intense. Scorpio is more intense as well, and it was the old ruler of Mars too. So I really feel like with these energies that are coming up throughout the week, it might feel like things are bubbling up to the surface. Might seem in the world like a sort of a knife edge, I feel like, coming up. When we get to that full moon, I feel like that's going to be a sense of realization. I do feel like it's going to wanting people to create safe places, to be, I feel like there's some sense of being humble too, but also being quite stubborn and not wanting to move. And I feel like it could be a push for you to move in a different direction or push to move into different doing different things differently, but I feel like you're going to be quite stubborn and stay where you are. And there will be a sense of, just as I said, comfortable eating food, good music, but because we've got those squares happening with Venus, I just feel like there's going to be some kind of financial downfall this week. Just be careful of money. I feel like there's going to be a surprise coming up. It might even feel like time has stopped this week. But yeah, there will be some kind of magical, like, I feel like some kind of magical event that's happening, or there's something magical about this week as well. That Mars opposite Uranus could give you that strength to be able to go and speak up, or to go out and have fun. If you're someone that sort of doesn't have that, lacks that courage to do things, it might give you that sudden oomph, or it could bring out some unexpected anger. And we'll have Uranus, which will be going back into Taurus as well. So it's going to be a lot of Taurus energy then to, it's 0 degrees Gemini. So it's in that 0 degrees Gemini, that will move back into Taurus. I just have a feeling it's going to create something unstable. I do have a sense it's going to be affecting money. There could be a sense here of feeling lost, insecure, intense fight may emerge too this week. This could be around, like, not just in your own life, this could be sort of around the world that happens. And it could be that people are not happy with what they have, as well as wanting more. But I do feel like it's a sense of unstable, because Taurus is all about being stable and what we value and feeling secure. I don't think we're going to get that. Look, we do have a lot of positive things happening here with the planets. So we've got a lot of tries to Mars, to different things. I was got the opposition. So you could be beaming this week with that. You could be feeling like you're super lady, or superwoman, superman, and be able to get everything done that you want to get done. We do also have a trine sextile with other planets to Jupiter, which could make you feel quite fulfilled. But I feel like this is going to be this push to you to get things done and to get what you need to get done. But it's also a push where wanting to feel like safe and secure as well. Is what's going to be bringing up this week. So see how it goes. I'm just, these are just the aspects where they exact are, where the energy is more powerful or stronger, if you want to use the word stronger. Let's look at some cards and see what the cards say for the week, and then I will do a channel as well, and then I will tell you where I will be coming up. So, which card should I use this week? I'm going to use these cards standing out at me. Now, let's have a look. I feel like this is going to be a week where people are like, it's hard to process things because you're wanting things to be in a certain way, and so the way you're processing things can be a little bit odd or different. And I do feel like you're craving that sense of stability as well coming up, and it could be like you're taking people on, or there's it could be some fighting or infighting going on too. I feel like you might be mesmerized by pretty things, and I do feel like the sense of people less hanging and people not being certain of what they want, intentions aren't being clear. There could be a sense of people like trying to stab you in the back this week, and I feel like you haven't gotten the full picture of things, and it's like a lot of secrets and lies and deception that's going on. Secrecy too. But yet, in saying that, there are people excited and cheering and celebrating, and it could be like people who are more, like, say, on the left side of things, might be more cheering and celebrating coming up for some reason this week. But there's a stake of claim, so I feel like there's something going to go on this week where it's like you're staking a claim for what you want. How society tributes to things. I feel like there's going to be a call. There'll be a road to pick. You're going to be pushed to pick two sides, or pick a path, what you want. Make sure you have all the knowledge. Make sure you have everything like you need first before making any decisions. There's going to be a thirst for knowledge this week too. So I feel like there's a thing here of wanting to know more. And this could be the opposition to Uranus and Mars, of needing to know more, with Mars moving into Sagittarius, which just rules ninth house, which is about learning, with that Uranus being on the edge of that Gemini. So this could be a thirst for knowledge. It's also a sense of like timing things. It's also about creating, I feel like it's about creating stability. People at loggerheads. And I feel like it's only people that you didn't think that would stand up, or the people who were like really shy, who are timid. I feel like those are the people who are going to stand up, and it's going to be a loggerhead. That's what I feel like. So there's definitely a thing of learning this week, which is interesting. I'm going on the cruise this week, so this is the week. It could be a sense too of being charmed. I want to say listen to people who have the knowledge, whether it be they're older people, the sense here of having knowledge or knowledge being learned, and it could be for an older generation, or it could be reflecting back on, say, how our grandparents lived their life, what they've gone through, because we're about to go through the same thing. There is a sense of nurturing and looking after one another too, but there's a big thing here on learning and taking a certain path and taking steps to move forward that's going to be coming up here. But also, like, you're putting in boundaries, you're staking a claim, but you're not budging, you're not moving from it, because that Taurus, that fixed energy, is not going to want you to move out of that. But also, I feel like it's going to be a lot of reflections coming up this week too, and what's happening. But people trying to create this stable, but also fantasy-like world, I feel like is going to be crushed this week. But I keep on hearing there's going to be like some sort of financial loss, something financially. I feel like it's going to happen this week, and it's not going to be positive. So let's see what happens this week. Let me just do a channel for this week and see what I get with my channel for this full moon that's happening in Taurus. So let's have a look. This full moon in Taurus is going to be a collective shock for everyone. For everyone's going to feel like their nerves are being stuck, like you're on electric tense. This is going to feel like everything is on edge, like a knife's blade. And it's going to feel like things are being cut so thin that with the energy that's so thick around you. For be careful of falling into traps. Financially, instability is definitely coming on the cards. For this Christmas, it will be like the Christmas you've never had before, where stability is coming in. For your governments have lied to you for what they say they're stable, things are moving forward, everything is positive, when in fact it's all about to change and also about to reflect on what's really going to happen. Be brave, be smart, be capable, and know that you are not lost, for you are found, and that where you're going to is a much more deeper place than you have been. It may seem darker, but it will be something that emerges from the past, where it is a light is shining on. You're going to have to reflect on different things, different people, but you're definitely moving forward. For the people you have found now around you are definitely your soul tribe, and they're the people who are going to take you through to the next step of your life. You are going to be merging deeper than ever before, and having bright communication, and of the learning that you're going to have, the knowledge that you'll have after this week will be so much more than you had in the past. Okay. So where I'll be, so tomorrow I am at Port Kembla doing at Fright Fest. So I got my hair done for Cinderella. I got a tiara, got one of my outfits. It's an old outfit that I've got. But so yeah, so my hair's all up. And so if you're in Wollongong area and you want to come and get a mini reading of me or Katrina, the numerologist, or Psychic Pinup, come to Psychic Pinup's reading room in Port Kembla. It's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's an event from 10 till 3. Then on Monday, I'm on my cruise. So on my live, I was trying to do a live last night. BeLive wasn't working, so my live had to go direct from on YouTube, and then my phone set up on Facebook. It was a bit chaotic, but I did it. So I will try and do a live. It just depends on how the internet is, and I'll see how it all works out. But people doing my workshops, this is my book. So I've made this book up, done a lot of work on it. It's 57 pages. I've got the workshops in here that are going to be in both rooms. I've got all information on star signs. I've got worksheets in here, the houses. I'm going to be teaching about the planets. We've got worksheets to do on your own chart. Plus I've got like psychic activities, mediumship activities. It's just got, I've got a lot of card template. So these are things that you'll get when you come, if you're coming on a retreat with me or cruise with me. You'll get a workbook with everything that you need. I've got a note section in here as well, plus you get a notebook. We've got some goodie surprises. So if you are coming on the boat, we've got some goodies for you as well. It's going to be amazing. So that's where I am. So for Monday the 3rd to Monday the 10th when we come off that. And then after that I'm going to be in Queensland. So the weekend after that, so that will be the 14th, Friday the 14th, I'll be in Queensland that weekend, on the Gold Coast. I've been asked to do an astrology talk on for spiritual businesses for next year, which is exciting. And that's going to be, I'm really happy and really excited about being invited and to be able to give a talk. I'm actually a finalist for the awards there as well. So that's where I'll be the weekend after. And then I think I have a fair in December, a Christmas market, the 13th in Campbelltown. If you want to book a reading with me, I probably won't be able to fit you in until I come back from Queensland. I can try and do it maybe on the Wednesday night, be in between here, or I might be able to do it when I'm in Queensland. We'll just have to play it by ear. But if you want a reading with me, contact me, but it may be more the middle of November, but I can book you in. Also, I'm putting up my prices up in January 1st. So my prices will be going up $10. So my prices at the moment are $80 for half an hour, $120 for 45 minutes, and then $140 for the hour. In January, I'll be $90 for half an hour, $130 for 45 minutes, and then $150 for the hour. So if you are wanting to get the cheaper rate, book in before the end of, before January 1st, because that's when I will be putting my prices up. I think that's about it for, that is it, I think. So thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments. And I'll see you. I'll be putting footage up for the cruise. I'm very excited about it. Back on the bed here, I've been putting stuff up here for what I need to take. So it's just a bit, I've got to start packing, and this is my space where I've been, so I don't forget anything. But anyways, thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.